investigation by a disciplinary committee. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has given a new date for the completion of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway project. The new date is now in September. This is coming after a series of delays along the corridor, with construction work ongoing on the last stretch of both sides of the expressway. TVC News Sarah has more.
On assumption of office as Minister of Works, former Governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, described himself as a field person. True to his words, he has embarked on an inspection tour of federal projects across the country. Lagos, southwest Nigeria, is his first port of call. The inspection tour started at Outer Marina Road in Victoria Island, a project constructed under the Sukuk financing option by the federal government. It then moved to the newly rehabilitated Coup Bridge, where it was briefed by officials of the ministries and contractors handling the project. After inspecting various sections of the bridge, the minister acknowledges that he is impressed with the quality of work done by the Buildwell Construction Company, but frowned at the traders around the bridges. He's hoping the governor of Lagos State will relocate the markets.
We do not complete it quite very much on time. The bridges will collapse. And to rebuild them, apart from the inconveniences to Nigerians, it must take multiple billions to rebuild it. So it's very critical, and this project, I'm very satisfied with the work they're doing. The other sections are not able to start because they still market over there.
Years after reconstruction commenced on the 127-kilometer Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, completion of work on the final stretch that's along Bega and Otedola section has missed several deadlines. The minister has now given a new date.
Finish the inbound Lagos. Inbound Lagos has been completed. So what is left is just about less than 150 meters on this stretch. And once 150 meters is completed, then we have about 1.6 kilometers of wearing course.
Up to the binder level, the whole road. We are now in the wearing course in the last kilometer, and by end of next week it will be completed.
We are very excited with the quality of work, with the speed of work. And I think that over 98% of the job will be done by the end of September.
The minister has also identified other bridges and highways due for maintenance in Lagos, one of which is the Liverpool Bridge in Apapa. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Lagos.
ECOWAS continues to pursue dialogue in resolving the political impasse in the Niger Republic without compromising the development of a standby force. While the Junta in Niger is yet to budge, an outright war would have far-reaching consequences, Sifonetsen reports.
A cloud of uncertainty hangs over Niger Republic as the Junta refuses to budge. Fighter aircraft, including the Super Tucano deployed by Mali and Burkina Faso, are on hand in Niamey, following two executive orders by the junta leaders authorizing intervention in its territory in the event of aggression. ECOWAS insists it will continue to pursue dialogue, but without compromising the deployment of a standby force. Experts say outright war in the landlocked country would have far-reaching consequences.
It's dicey because Niger, unlike other countries that follow that path, like Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and even Chad, even though Chad is in Central African Republic, but they are neighbors, have not faced this kind of pressure because of the strategic place of Niger. Both strategic in terms of location and strategic in terms of the timing of this coup.
On Monday, French President Emmanuel Macron said France's ambassador to Niger is staying at his duty post despite being ordered to leave the country by the junta leaders. The Nigerian ambassador to Niger also denied being asked to leave. While the junta and ECOWAS appear to be engaged in a test of will, there are concerns the regional bloc is losing its mystique.
When you perspire much, you bleed less. Or in order to achieve peace, you prepare for war. So that is what both sides are doing. But I think there was a strategic mistake from the part of ECOWAS I think which they are trying to walk back now, that elements of surprise, they've lost it. Because they kind of put the cart before the horse.
As both parties continue to push each other to the brink, the impact of sanctions in Niger continue to bite hard even across its borders. Sifon ACN TVC News, Abuja.
The former Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, has handed over the newly established Federal Government Science and Technology College to the Yobe State government. The lawmaker also flagged off distribution of 9,000 bags of assorted food items to his constituents following subsidy removal. TVC News' Michael Oshoma reports.
16 secondary schools were recently approved and established by the federal government in some states. Yobe State is a beneficiary of that gesture. On behalf of the federal government, the former Senate President Ahmed Lawan flagged off the new school before handing it over to the state government. Senator Lawan thanked the Federal Minister of Education for establishing the new Science and Technical College in Yobe State.
We are all gathered here for the official handing over of the newly constructed and newly established Federal Science and Technical College, Gashua, a federal government educational institution approved by the federal government of Nigeria through the Federal Ministry of Education last year and constructed by various institutions of the federal government and the Northeast Development Commission.
Shortly after the handing over ceremony, food items were distributed to the vulnerable and less privileged to cushion the hardships they are facing.
The federal government is giving $5 billion.
Speaking with newsmen, the lawmaker gave reasons that endears his gesture.
This is my token, complimenting what my federal government has done to my community, what my state government has done. So these 9,000 bags, is a way of saying, I know your situation. I can do only this. I wish I could do better. I wish I could do more. And we are praying to Almighty Allah that this situation comes to an end as quickly as possible.
Food items distributed include 6,000 bags of 25 kg of rice and 3,000 bags of 25 kg of millets. Senator Lawan says the items will be distributed across the 6 local government areas of his constituency. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Geshua.
As the federal government is ensuring minimal effect from the proposed opening of Lagdo Dam in Cameroon, about 40,000 farmers in 3 local governments in Adamawa State have been empowered with food processing machines and post-harvesting equipment by the German government. The intervention is in collaboration with the state government and an NGO, Nuhu Foundation, Nigeria, aimed at boosting the state food production. TVC News' Owolabia Denusi filed in this report.
The activities of the dreaded homegrown terrorists known as Boko Haram has greatly affected the farming businesses in Hong, Gombe and Minchika local governments of Adamawa State. The 3 council areas and communities under them were once under Boko Haram control before they were liberated by Nigerian soldiers in 2015. The government of Germany is working in partnership with Nuhu Foundation to make sure that most of the displaced farmers return to their farms. Now, 16 registered cooperative groups across Gombe, Hong and Minchika have now been empowered with farming equipment to enhance food sufficiency. Speaking at the flag-off exercise at Gombe, the managing director Nuhu Foundation said the intervention to the farmers is to renew their hope and challenges of food security in the country.
The German Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ, and our co-implementers, the German Agency for International Cooperation, GIZ, for their show of true partnership, support and funding of this project that economically empowers our people.
Her remarks The German ambassador to the country said the collaboration effort has recorded positive results by fostering economic growth, promoting sustainable agriculture.
To improve their livelihoods have been put to very good use by the organization Nuhu, with which we are implementing this project.
Governor Amadou Fintri, who was represented at the event by the State Commissioner of Entrepreneur James Ilia, thanked Nuhu Foundation Nigeria for the intervention and promised government will support to fight hunger and poverty in the state. The beneficiaries have this to say.
The machine is with us. We can do it at our own convenience, and it will bring income to us.
I thank God. I thank everything.
President Bola Tinubu has appealed to foreign partners to invest more in the nation's agricultural sector. Experts are of the view that projects like this will return IDP farmers to their farms and empower vulnerable groups in the community financially.
The Plateau State government has called on the Inspector General of Police to withdraw the recent order he issued, giving the sacked APC Council Chairman the right to resume official duties Monday, the 28th August. Attorney General of the state briefed journalists on the development shortly after an emergency security meeting with heads of security operatives. Funam Joshua has more.
There's been a power tussle between the sacked elected APC chairman and the state government following the suspension and eventual sacking of the elected local government chairman for alleged gross misconduct and misappropriation of funds by the state governor Caleb Mutfwang. Caretaker committee chairmen were appointed by the state government and have been in charge of the council area since June of this year. The two parties involved have taken the matter to the court of law, seeking for redress. Each of them had claimed the court placed an injunction restraining the other party. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, after initial ordering the unsealing of the council secretariats for workers to gain access, on Saturday again ordered the sacked APC Council Chairman to resume official duties on Monday, the 28th of August. The state government is not happy with the order from the IGP. They claim that from intelligence they have gathered from that some hoodlums are planning to invade the council secretariats to unleash mayhem on staff and disrupt the relative peace enjoyed in the state. They want the Inspector General of Police to handle the matter with care in order to avoid taking action that could ignite crisis in the state.
Across the 17 local governments, we are receiving information that people are being mobilized, APC are mobilized, PDP are mobilized, hoodlums are even mobilized. We sat in that Security Council and we spoke to ourselves the truth, that we must not allow the peace in this plateau to break down. Our appeal is to the IG to ensure that this matter does not escalate beyond today. It should be resolved amicably between all the parties.
The leadership of the local government employees in the state has announced they are embarking on a strike action for the safety of their members following the latest development.
While the suspended elected chairman are getting ready, mobilizing to go to office, also those other caretakers are also making attempts to. So we know the experience of the past. Like I said, we wouldn't want our members to be cut off. So therefore, we resolve and we have we're calling our members, we have written letters, we have signed properly written a communique with the consent of the National Secretariat that we embark on total strike.
The authorities need to act swiftly on this situation to prevent a breakdown of law and order. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
And now to our interview with the guest of the day. I am joined by the former Nigerian ambassador to Mali from 2012 to 2016, Iliya Ali Dunia Nuhu, for discussion on ECOWAS and the spread of military rule in West Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, Ambassador.
Thank you very much.
This situation with the coup in the Niger Republic is far from being resolved 1 month after. What do you think is responsible for this complication?
Well, thank you very much. I think it is probably their perception of how the initial case was, handled. They probably feel ECOWAS should have sent somebody or invited them or probably arrange a forum, where they will be able to explain themselves. But what they misunderstood was the fact that they thought ECOWAS had declared war upon them by giving them a 7-day, ultimatum or faced an invasion or whatever, they are talking about. So I think that somehow angered them, being a sovereign, country, and seeing also that in Guinea, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, similar incidences all took place, and they had been handled maybe relatively, differently. So I think this is what has caused some bits of, complication. But I think it's out of misunderstood, position, of ECOWAS, as a body, but particularly the perception, that it was Nigerian engineered, and we were the people that really were pushing ECOWAS, to go to war, with Niger, over the coup. I think this, to me, is part of the complications that we are still saddled with.
Ambassador, beyond Niger, I would like us to talk about spread of coup in West Africa, from Mali to Burkina Faso and down to Niger. What will you blame this on?
Generally, coups in West Africa, you can see their pattern. They are more structured in the former Francophone colonies. And I think about 2 or 3 factors are responsible for what is ongoing. One is probably the economic existentialities under which most of the Francophone countries, former French colonies, live under, which is very, very excruciating. If you look around, most of them don't have much of resources, that they can fall back on like many other, countries. 2, it has to do with the governing system, of these, countries. They have such a system that is neither democratic nor military, but a system that is so complicated that their citizenry also find it a little bit difficult, to understand. But above all, and this is central to what is happening, is a reaction, to France's colonial domination on these colonies, which has reached a stage where none of these countries are ready to tolerate, any longer. And this is expressed in what, in military coups, dissensions, and, all kinds of things that are ongoing. And when it happened in Mali, I remember appearing on TVC, and I told them, that it was not going to, what happened in Mali was going to be just the beginning. And what we are seeing is most likely, to cascade into other, countries if ECOWAS does not really marshal a plan of intervention, politically or diplomatically, to deal with what is happening around us. Thank you.
All right, Ambassador, unfortunately we're out of time, but I'm sure we'll have another time to talk about this extensively. I've been speaking with the former Nigerian ambassador to Mali from 2012 to 2016, Ambassador Iliya Ali Dunia Nuhu, tonight to discuss ECOWAS and the spread of military rule in West Africa. Thank you so much for coming on the program, Ambassador. Thank you so much.
Very much. I appreciate it.
And thank you so much for watching. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But the conversation continues from here. Get in touch with us on Twitter at TVC News NG and at Olajumoke using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Olajumoke Olatuji. Good night.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with germ defense gives you protection. Rainy season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. Do you spend the night trying to get comfortable? Your knees rub bone on bone. Your back and hips ache. You wake up in pain? Not anymore. ShopX TV is proud to introduce the Contour Legacy Pillow, the patented, ergonomically designed tapered leg pillow that naturally fits the contours of your legs, knees and thighs to help align your spine and alleviate pain. Watch, when you sleep on your side, your leg falls forward, twisting your pelvis and lower back, putting pressure on your spine, hip and sciatic. But the Contour Legacy Pillow cushions your knees and cradles your legs, relieving stress on joints while restoring your lower back alignment. Sleeping on your side, your leg comes over and puts you out of alignment, causing lower back pain, hip pain, even knee pain. By using the Contour Legacy Pillow, it restores the natural alignment of the spine, helping to alleviate pain and pressure, leading to much more restful sleep. Old-fashioned leg pillows are bulky, but the anatomical design of the Legacy Pillow fits perfectly the shape of your body the way nature intended. You can even use two together for full leg alignment. Legacy Pillow is exclusively ventilated, so it always stays cool and dry. With top crescent design, it cuddles up to you perfectly and easily moves with you. Ordinary pillows go flat, but the Legacy Pillow is made up of soft memory foam, so it never loses its shape and the cover is machine washable. The Contour Legacy Pillow is now available in Nigeria, exclusively from ShopX TV. You could be paying up to 500,000 Naira for an orthopedic bed that doesn't properly support your spine. But call the number on your screen now and get 2 Legacy leg pillows for just 69,900 Naira and get relief from back and hip issues. But wait! If you call now, we'll upgrade you to the Contour Better Sleep Collection. The collection comes with 2 Contour Legacy leg pillows and 2 Contour Cool Gel head pillows at no extra charge. The Contour Cool Gel head pillows' soothing orthopedic support will cradle your head and neck for full alignment, while keeping you cool all through the night for the best sleep of your life. Incredible! That's 2 Contour Legacy pillows and 2 Cool Gel head pillows for just 69,900 Naira. And that's not all. Place your order now and we'll also deliver your Contour Better Sleep collection with no shipping charge. But hurry! This is an exclusive ShopX TV